Bet-Seber Seëningsvideos vir Prinsessies wat in bediening staan, week 26. Epicurean. Someone who is devoted to sensual pleasures, particularly to fine food and drink. Dis ek is 'n Epicurean. Ek geniet werklik die dinge in die lewe. Wanneer ek mooi kos sien, moet ek stop en 'n foto neem. Dit maak my gelukkig. Dis my gebed en my seëning vir jou. Mag jy altyd 'n Epicurean streep in jou ook hê om die gewone dinge in die lewe te geniet, soos kos. En tweedens, mag jy altyd mense hê wat dit saam met jou geniet. Ek dink so baie gee ons vir onsself die toestemming om die lewe te geniet net op sekere dae. Ek het Instagram so fyn dopgehou oor die feestyd. Soveel mense sal dan 'n oorvloed van foto's post, maar deur die res van die jaar is hulle Instagram rekeninge maar leeg. Ek het gewonder, is dit omdat hulle net werklik die Desember vakansie geniet? Mag ons elke dag 'n Epicurean wees wat elke oomblik ten volle geniet. Ek wil jou bless hierdie week met die gees van onderskeiding of discernment. Om die Fariseers te identifiseer, om hulle uit te ken hierdie week. In Jesus se tyd was dit baie makliker, want hulle het sommer aangetrek as Fariseërs. Maar in vandag se tyd trek hulle nie meer so aan nie. Dis net deur die gees wat ons hulle kan onderskei. Ek het al gehoor dat sekere mense sê hulle kan demone ruik, en volgens my bronne stink die Godsdiensgees ongelooflik baie. So mag ons opnuut leer hoe om hulle te onderskei. Ek dink dis die een tipe mens wat my als die seerste gemaak het, die Fariseërs. Die mens wat voorgegee dat hulle 'n lewendige verhouding met God. Maar ek het selfs al op ander vlakke gesien, mense wat voorgee dat hulle is enlightened, selfs al is hulle nie Christen nie, net om op 'n stadium te ontdek dat al wat hulle het is tweedehandse kennis. Hulle noem dit pseudo-intellect. Adele Neveling het ook aan die einde van 2018 sommer 'n hele boek oor hulle geskryf. So mag ons dit opnuut identifiseer en ook sommer van hulle begin bid, dat hulle 'n ware, brandende bos oomblik het. Hierdie foto's my so profound, dit was my een van my gunsteling foto's van 2018. Fill up the space with ideas, met elke WhatsApp boodskapie wat ons stuur. Vul ons die lig, die gees is reale met 'n boodskapie van hoop, met 'n boodskapie van genade en liefde. Mag God dit vir jou ook kom uitwys, dat ons elkeen het hierdie spasie rondom ons, wat ons kan vul met gedagtes van hoop. Dit is my hoofdoel met hierdie video's wat ek maak, beide vir die span en vir die gaste, dat ons werklik hierdie spasie kan opvul met boodskapies van hoop en van liefde. Mag God ook vir jou leer om op nuwe maniere die spasie te vul met sy genade. Hierdie is 'n uittreksel vanuit 'n rapbel praatjie. Dis net vir my so profound. Ek het al in vorige video's die seëningsvideo's gepraat oor ons doel om al die gaggas weg te chip vanuit iemand se lewe. Maar hier verduidelik hy dit weer eens. So ek hoop jy geniet dit. Mag die boodskapie op goeie grond val en mag jy 'n geseënde week hê.
None get to God but through trouble. And everybody said in a deep, low rumble, Amen. Now, somewhere under your seat is a bar of soap or a stack of bars of soap under somebody's seat near you. If you could take a moment and get that out. And then if you could unwrap the soap, it should not. Great artists understand that it isn't just how much you can fit into a piece of work. It isn't just how much you can cram in there. There is an equally or maybe even more important task, which is knowing what needs to be taken away. A good graphic designer understands that it's not just how much that you can get into that logo, to that design, to that canvas. It isn't just how much you can cram in. It's knowing what needs to be taken away to get at the pure essence of the thing you are trying to create and design. It's the art of elimination. Michelangelo said that his David was in the stone the whole time, clamoring to be freed. In the late 70s, a design student for $30 created a swoosh. And years later, whether it's on its side, whether there's a lace in the way, whether it's dark, where the shoe is turned, they don't even have to use the name Nike anymore for you to know who made it. What is it? It's a classic example of design by elimination, practicing rigid elimination, which therefore makes it incredibly hard to reproduce. It's the art of elimination. A while ago, I invited some sculptor friends of mine over to my house. I made them dinner and then gathered them around this large circular table we have in our house, and I gave them bars of soap, much like the bars of soap that you're holding in your hands. We passed out knives and carving utensils, and I said, go for it. Carve whatever you want, and then at some point in a little while, we'll have a sort of show and tell and see what everybody came up with. So they began to carve, and after about an hour, the table had like piles of soap shavings, and people began to put down their knives, and then they began to show what they made. By the way, and then they began to show what they'd been carving. And then this one. And then this one. I know, a bunny. A bunny. And look at the nose. Look at the detail on that. The ears haven't fallen off. I would make just the ears, and the ear would fall off of itself. I mean, the bunny. And this one. Every single city at this slide, the whole crowd goes, I know. This one. And I think this next one is my favorite. Just amazing. And then, lastly, the piece de triomphe. It's a urinal. I know. Oh, and then we got this one. 2 slides as well, an infinity loop. Endless possibilities. Now, take a look at the bar of soap in your hand. Everything that you just saw on the screen, you are holding in your hands. You are holding the bunny in your hands. You are holding the lynx in your hands. In your hands at this moment, you hold a soap urinal. Everything that you just saw on the screen, you hold in your hand. You literally have in the palm of your hand with that bar of soap endless possibilities. Endless possibilities of shape, form, texture, design, beauty. It's all right there. My sculptor friends simply knew what to take away. They knew what needed to be removed. They simply practiced the art of elimination. And they got at something that was in there the whole time. I find